your digicore beats most likely suck. And it's not because you're a bad producer, but because you try to glue random things together hoping it'll stick. This video aims to help you out and improve certain aspects of beatmaking and music production in general. This being sound selection, mixing, melody writing, and of course arrangement. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the most important parts of music production in general, I'd say a good 50% of it. And no, I'm not talking about finding god-tier presets that fix your life. Even though having preset packs is helpful, not knowing how to use them properly will cause your beat to sound ass no matter what, because not all sounds go well together. For example, let's say you have a plug that's just a basic slow wave. Now we'll add a lead that is also a basic saw wave. Nice. But if you throw these two this is what might happen. If both sounds are very similar and they will play the exact same note at the same time, their peaks will combine, causing the volume to double down. This makes the beat very chaotic because in some places it'll just be super loud, while in some places it might even be hollow because the phases will just cancel out. So to avoid that, you have to just change one of the presets. So just add a low pass filter to the lead or add distortion to the plug. Just do anything that'll make them distinct. So if we apply those principles I just told you about and play the melodies again, it sounds so much better already because the sounds started complementing each other instead of fighting for the space in the mix. Drums are also often overlooked. Just because you like a sound of a certain kick doesn't mean it'll sit right in the mix. So before you stick with one that you absolutely love in solo, try a few and determine which sounds the best in the entire song. With sound selection covered, we can now move to the melody writing. And to start with melodies, we need to talk about chord progressions first. Chord progressions are the fundamental of your track as they define the emotion, the flow, and the energy of the beat. In digicore, there are three most commonly used chord progressions that leave you a lot of freedom and always sound good. This being 6-1-4-5, 6-4-1-5, and 4-5-6-1, with 4-5-6-1-5 being a nice alternative. These numbers correlate to a place the note has in the scale. If we take D major for example, 6th note is B, first one is D, 4th is G, and 5th is A. You can use FL's built-in scale highlighting tool to help you determine which notes are in your selected scale. Always start with your progression if you're a beginner and add things on top of it. With chord progressions covered, we can move to the actual melodies, and I'll try to teach you about a very nice law in music production being call and response. Instead of making every bar completely different, create a simple melodic idea in the first bar and then answer it with a slightly different variation in the second bar. This makes the melody feel more natural and helps the loop stay interesting without becoming too complex. Picture it like this. If you have a conversation with someone and they ask you a question, your response is to that question and not something entirely different. So if you're struggling with melodies, stop thinking about notes and start thinking about a conversation. And I'll always say this, but if you cannot hum your melody, it's probably ass. So think about your melodies, think about a conversation they have. You can come up with ideas in your head and then just place the notes. That's how simple it is. It's time for mixing. And mixing digicore beats is the easiest thing on the planet. And I'm not even kidding that I could bring my grandma, give her a brief explanation, and she would absolutely nail it. The harsh truth is that mixing doesn't fix what's broken. It works as a polish. So if your melodies are bad and the beat doesn't sound good without any effects, adding them will not magically fix all your issues. But to have a clean mix, all you really need is to route everything aside bass to a bus channel, and the first thing you do is to apply EQ and cut anything below 150 Hz. These frequencies are reserved for sub-bass. Apply OTT to it or any multi-band compression, but OTT is free, so just get OTT. For simplicity, you can copy my settings or experiment yourself. OTT basically ensures all of your sounds are audible without any of them sticking out too much. Note that OTT can sometimes boost high frequencies a bit too much, so just apply another EQ after it. Yes, the order on the mixer track does matter, and tone them down a bit. After that, you can sidechain it using Fruity Limiter. First route kick to a channel, then right click on your bass channel, select sidechain to this track. Afterwards, add Fruity Limiter to the bass channel, set it to comp, right click here, select your kick channel, and play with threshold and ratio to determine sidechain's strength. Sidechaining gives space to the kick by turning down the volume of your melody when kick plays. I think that's pretty much all you need to mix your first digicore beats. So I'll give you a quick demo of before and after mixing, so you can hear the difference. finish things up, let's go over arrangement. Treat playlist as your canvas, and all melodies you made are your paints. Right-click on the pattern you made and press S on your keyboard to split it into separate ones. Now put it all in and do this. 8 bars is the intro. Here you place all your melodies without drums. After that you can make either the hook or the verse. I often start with the hook that lasts 16 bars. This is where everything plays. After that we've got another 16 bars for the verse, so just remove some parts of your melody like the leads, and you can get rid of kick for the first 8 bars. After that is 8 bars for the break. Here you can do something entirely different or just remove bass, for example. Break is called break for a reason. You need to release the tension and let it flow nicely. After that you copy the hook and leave the last 8 bars for the outro. You can add effects to the beat, but it depends on your goals. If you're a beat maker, keeping beats simple is what you should do. Remember that if you are to sell beats, artists need to be able to fit their vocals in. And if way too much is happening on the beat, you are way less likely to find someone wanting to hop on it. It's again a lot of information I gave you in this not so long video, but really just go through it one by one, maybe watch certain segment a few times and you will get the grasp of it instantly. You can do crazy stuff, but you absolutely don't have to make a good beat. So I hope this video could have helped you, and if it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Write a comment on what confuses you. I read every single one and I'll try to give you a better explanation in the comments maybe. Oh, also, you pronounce my name as szvmek, not Freebird, not szvmek, not Smithy, it's szvmek. If you want melody presets for digicore, check out my stellar Serum Bank in the description down below. Thank you for tuning in.